Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Poetically Christian Gamer, and welcome to another edition of Should Christians Play, the series where we go between the ratings of the ESRB to answer the questions, should a Christian play, and is this game physically accessible for me? Hi guys, my name is Derek, and I am a legally blind gamer, and today we're going to be reviewing Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. And as always, we're going to review this game on two fronts. Is the game physically accessible for someone low vision or blind, the deaf and hard of hearing, the motor disabled and cognitive disabled? And then we look at the other side of the coin. Is the game morally accessible for a Christian to be able to play? And I'm going to add a third score in here. I always show you these things in practice, both the physical accessibility and the moral content in the game on display as I do a gameplay section. But I'm going to start adding a gameplay grade as well. Something new. I've always kind of given my thoughts on the gameplay, what I thought of it, how it felt. But I'm going to start assigning a grade to that as well. Something new I'm going to add to these reviews. So today, Sonic Racing CrossWorlds, guys. And let's jump in with the physical accessibility. Is this game physically accessible? And let's jump in with the low vision and the blind, as that's the spectrum I come at things from. Well, first of all, guys, we have no menu narration on this game of any kind. I know, cue the booze, right? It's 2025, I can't believe we don't have it, but we don't have any menu narration of any kind, or any narration to help of any kind. A lot of times in like Sega arcade type games, you'll get something where you click on something and it'll say arcade mode, quick race. You know, it'll tell you what you're on at least when you select things. So we don't have that either, so we really have nothing. And on these menus, we have somewhat decent sized text, but not the best. And the contrast is definitely not the best. We have multicolors going on here. Light on light, very, very difficult to see. We don't have very good contrast on these menus. So to get it set up, you're definitely more than likely going to need some sighted assistance if you're low vision, and definitely if you are blind. As far as accessibility features go, we do have a little bit of bright spot here. In the accessibility features, you have a few options to help you when you're in races. So we have what we call assisted steering, and that's basically where you can turn that on or off a toggle, and it basically helps you to keep your cart on the track a little bit. You know, it makes it to where taking the turns is easier. They kind of brake a little bit for you. They kind of help you steer a little bit, you know, things like that. It's very tight, I will say that. It's very good feeling when you're driving. You also have auto acceleration, so if you turn that toggle on, the cart will automatically accelerate the whole time, so you don't have to hold down the gas to make it go. So that's kind of a cool feature. We have auto tricks. A lot of times when you go off of a ramp or things and you're in the air, you're going to have these tricks that you can do. If you turn that to auto, it will automatically do the best tricks in the air and give you your speed boosts and things like that. So that was a cool feature as well. And then we have what we call steering sensitivity. It's a slider that goes from 1 to 10. If you turn it at 10, it requires the most input from you as the player with your joystick around turns and things. And if you turn it to 1, it requires the least amount of input from you. So obviously you want to turn that to 1 so you can drive around turns and things a little easier. Unfortunately, we don't have any kind of sound cues. Nothing like that to let you know what a turn is coming up, a sharp turn left or right, things like that. And as this race progresses, one of the gimmicks of this game is it's called CrossWorlds. As the race progresses, lap to lap, the course itself will be transforming. So you might start on a basic course, and then whoever's in the lead gets to decide what the next thing is. So maybe the computer's in the lead and they turn it to a prehistoric course, so it automatically transforms the entire course to some prehistoric thing or whatever. the theme of the course changes lap to lap, and then you go back to the regular course. So that's kind of difficult, as well as the course is transforming lap to lap. You really need some kind of a sound cue or something to let you know that there's a sharp right, sharp left. Even if you had a narrator or one of the Sonic characters call out, sharp turn, or anything, something to let you know, to kind of call out, be a spotter, and call out what was coming ahead. That would have helped. What would have really helped, and what I was hoping would be on this, is the smart drive. If you played the last few iterations of Mario Kart, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, Mario Kart World, they have what they call like a smart drive feature, which allows the cart to drive itself, and then you just manage the weapons and pickups and things. So that really made it accessible for someone blind and even someone low vision. Unfortunately, we do not have that feature on Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. I wish we did. Sega, if you are listening, that would be an awesome thing to add in a future update or patch, and it would help you be able to compete with Mario Kart more successfully. So we don't have the smart drive feature, and we don't have any kind of auto driving, so you are going to be required to drive the cart. There's a lot of things to help us here: the assisted steering, the steering sensitivity, the auto tricks, the auto accelerate, all those things, but we just don't have that smart driving feature like we have in Mario Kart. So unfortunately, it's going to make this game very difficult. I would say almost impossible for someone blind, and it's going to make it very difficult for someone low vision as well. So until they add something like that, or sound cues to help you know where the turns are, yeah, unless you have some decent usable vision, I am going to say that this game is below standards. I'm going to say C-. They did try with some of these features, and there's more than other kart racers for sure, but it's definitely, I'm going to say C- is a pretty fair. It's a little below average for the low vision, and way below average for the blind, maybe even a D to an F for the blind. Yeah. Unfortunately, no menu narration either. That would have really helped. So yeah, C-, and for the blind, D to F. For the deaf and hard of hearing, we do have just basic subtitles. It gets the job done. I'm not going to spend much time here. Nothing overly spectacular here. C, average. And then for the motor disabled, we do have some things that are cool. You do have complete button remapping, which is awesome. And like I said, you do have that auto acceleration, which allows the cart to automatically accelerate. You don't have to hold down the gas the entire time to go. That is really a game changer for someone motor disabled, as it's fatiguing to hold down a button the entire time. You are going to have to hit other buttons, but they're just taps to use your weapons and your special pickups, things like that. The drift is going to be the most difficult part for someone motor disabled. You have to kind of hold down, I'm playing on an Xbox, you have to kind of hold down your right bumper as you drift around turns. Tap it to slightly go around turns. If it's a sharp turn, you kind of have to hold it and then release it to get your boosts. But you can switch that to different buttons if that helps, but you still are going to have to do that process. And then, of course, just tapping the left bumper uses your special pickups, things like that. I'm assuming this would be R1 and L1 on a PlayStation. So, yeah, it's, the auto acceleration is awesome. The button remapping is awesome, but having to hold down the buttons for the drifts and things like that might be a little rough. So that's going to affect the grade a little bit. So I'm going to say a B is a pretty fair grade for motor disabled accessibility. And finally, for the cognitive disabled, like I said, this game has a lot of features to help it. The auto accelerate's cool, the steering assist, things like that. As I said, that course transformation as the laps go on, there's a lot going on, especially when you get multiple racers, and lap to lap the course is constantly transforming, and you're going in the air and your vehicle is transforming from something driving on the ground to flying in the air to doing these tricks to doing. There is a lot going on, I will say that. And then the colors, you know, it's not like a traditional color palette like you would have in Mario Kart, pretty, you know, grounded. This is Sonic, it's colorful, it's fast, it's everything going on. The course is transforming. Yeah, it's definitely a lot. So that's definitely going to affect the playability for someone cognitive disabled, and so it hurts my score with that a little bit. We do have some features to help it, like I said, the steering assist, the auto acceleration, things like that. So I'm gonna split the difference and say C to C minus is kind of where I am with the cognitive disabled. Okay, that's my physical review of Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. If this is helping you guys, thumbs up the video, and remember to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future reviews of video games. Alright, now what about the moral Christian accessibility? Is this game morally accessible for Christians to play? Of course it is. This is an easy one, guys. It's an E for everyone game. It's a kart racing game with Mario and Sega characters. Pretty standard affair here, guys. If you've ever played a Mario Kart or Crash Team Racing or any kart racer, you kind of know what you're in for. You get pickups for speed boost, pickups for weapons to hit the other opponents. It's all family friendly. It's all fun. Yeah, no problems here, guys. A plus for moral Christian accessibility. All right, now before we get to the gameplay, guys, I want to show you this really pretty awesome intro to Sonic Racing CrossWorlds that I thought was pretty cool, that loads up here if you sit out on this main menu for a little while. So before we get to the gameplay itself, I want to show you guys this intro to the game, and hopefully you'll enjoy this as well. I thought this was pretty awesome, and the theme is pretty cool as well to this game. I was pleasantly surprised. Here we go. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, guys. I thought that was a pretty awesome intro. Alright, we'll show you a race here in practice. And then I'll kind of give my gameplay review on what I think of that. Now, one cool thing we do have here, when you pick, see, you can be back out.
Alright, let's take off.
There's Tails.
Yeah, let's race.
So like I said, we don't have that narration for the menus or any kind of like arcade mode, quick race. But what we do have is you do have a sound cue for who you're picking. So there is that. Each character has their own little line when you pick them. So I thought that was kind of cool. So at least we do have something.
I will observe.
Now, I am not good at this game at all, guys. As I said, I just got this and I'm still learning, but I wanted to show you it in practice so you can kind of see what it looks like. I think it's pretty cool. I like it. It's definitely one worth putting some time into to get better at. I just wish we had that smart drive feature to make it accessible for everyone.
We meet again.
They had that and some menu
According to my
narration.
rules, I should be victorious this time. Will you
Would be a
define
game
my
changer.
calculations once more?
Wouldn't you be disappointed otherwise? I've got a reputation to keep. Let's go!
See, we do have the subtitles. That's nice. They're decent size, good opacity.
Could you try again? Go, go, go!
Alright, here we go, guys. Oh, I went too far.
Let's do this!
Yeah, that boost or drifting is kind of tricky. You can go. See, there's the auto tricks, which is cool. I don't like the glow. It makes it hard to see when you're using your boost.
Can you handle this?
Dinosaur jungle. See, the course is transforming now. I mean, it's cool in action, but it's hard. Music's awesome. Got hit by dinosaur.
You're too slow! Final lap!
Oh, let's see it now transform back.
Let's do this!
Let's do this. Let's do this. He's been watching Poetically Christian Gamer, guys.
Good! Nice! Great! Let's do this!
Let's do this. We get it, guys. I don't think we're gonna get it, but we're putting in work. Oh no, I ran into the man. I was doing so good too. I got stuck on the turn.
Let's do this! Yeah, shortcut! Let's do this! Finish!
Ah, we wouldn't have got stuck on that turn, guys.
Next time.
We would have had it. Oh well, you guys see the game in practice. Yeah, gameplay-wise, it feels pretty good in the hand. It's pretty tight. You don't have to make a lot of motions when you turn that sensitivity of the steering down to 1. Pretty cool, guys. Overall, not bad at all. This game is definitely worth putting a little time into to get better. I just wish it had that smart steering or smart driving, and then everyone could play it. Little menu narration, couple things, easy fixes to make this game accessible for everybody. So hopefully it's something Sega listens to and puts in future patches. But as it stands, guys, I'm giving the gameplay A or a B. It's not bad at all. For kart racers, it feels tight in the hands. It's just not accessible for everyone. Gameplay wise isn't the problem, it's just accessibility is the problem. So yeah, I think an A to a B is a pretty fair grade for gameplay. So that's my review, guys, of Sonic CrossWorlds. A really good game, a very good contender to Mario Kart. I think Mario Kart's got some serious competition now. I like this game as well, and especially if you're a PlayStation guy or an Xbox guy and you have no way of playing Mario Kart, this is an awesome alternative to Mario Kart. This is the best alternative to Mario Kart I've ever been able to play on Xbox. So pretty awesome, guys. I give it very favorable marks. Just a few accessibility things really holds it back, unfortunately, for it being something everyone could play, unfortunately. But overall, yeah, pretty good game, guys. I hope this review has helped you for the Sonic Racing CrossWorlds. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this game? Do you wish that they would have more accessibility? And do you like the Mario Racing, the Mario Kart series, better than the Sonic Racing CrossWorlds? Which one is better to you? Yeah, overall, guys, subscribe if you're new, if you don't want to miss any of our future reviews, our episodes of Lore and the Lord, Bible, sermons, and of course, I do live streams every Monday, Tuesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. EST, Lord willing. So I hope you'll join me for some faith and fun as we continue to further God's kingdom. This has been another edition of Should Christians Play, the series where we go between the ratings of the ESRB to answer the questions, should a Christian play, and is this game physically accessible for me? I love you, God loves you, and blessed wishes, guys.